Y'all need to stop with the Russian manicures. Y'all are taking it too far. I mean, just look at this. Look at this.
We need to talk about these Russian manicures. They might look flawless and totally fit that clean girl aesthetic, but did you know in parts of the US, they're actually illegal? Yep, those perfect, crisp cuticles you're seeing all over TikTok could come with major risks. Russian manicures, if you don't know, are all about using an electric file to get super close to the cuticle and create that flawless, clean look where it almost looks like the polish is growing straight out of your skin. It's precise, it's stunning, but it's also raising a lot of red flags.
So listen, I love my Russian manicures. I do my Russian manicures. You can call them dry manicure, e-file manicure, whatever. And I don't care if people coming up to me now, but this is exactly why the Russian manicure has a bad name and reputation, okay? This is not okay to have those redness around it. Like, it's not okay also to dump oil or whatever that is. I don't care. It's not good. Stop.
Controversial nail opinions that I have. I don't like Russian manicures. I feel like they look gross and they're not good for you, and you shouldn't be doing that to yourself. From what I know about going to nail school in Florida, we're not taught that, and we're actually like advised against offering that as a service. So I don't even know why people are out there like offering it.
Y'all need to stop with the Russian manicures. Y'all are taking it too far. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. First of all, her nail looks thin as day, like thin as paper. Like, her cuticles look very sleek, yes, but just look at it. Like, it looks like there's literally a gap between like the cuticle to the nail, like a silicone hand, like a fake silicone hand. But because of the nail tech standard nowadays, everybody and their mama expects their cuticle to be cut, but it's not supposed to be cut. But I hear people saying all the time, oh, well, if I'm paying this much, at least she need to cut my cuticles, or I would never go to her if she don't even cut cuticles. Like, or it should be part of the service to get my cuticles cut. Why am I being charged extra? Because it shouldn't be part of the service.
Russian manicures can look very pretty, but they can go wrong so easily. This is what happened to my nails about a year ago. Russian manicures can be extremely aggressive, and the lady that did my nails, she literally got rid of every single cuticle. My nails were left red raw. It took me about a year for my nails to fully grow back, as they all went that really weird grey colour and fell off. I do now unfortunately have a HEMA allergy. I have switched over to a hypoallergenic HEMA-free gel.
A PSA to all the girls who do Russian manicures. I've been doing a Russian manicure for like 5 years consistently. And since I had the baby, I was finding like my nails were getting long and I was getting like poop and food under them. And I was just like kind of grossed out. And I was like, okay, I'm going to take a break and have short nails. It's kind of like a short nail season right now. So I had them taken off like 4 days ago. And I went to the regular salon to get like shellac put on top because they were really thin feeling and it just like felt gross. And I didn't know how to like do things with thin nails and short nails. So I had the shellac on, and 1 day later, they all peeled off. I just had to go to my nail salon. My nails are paper thin. They are completely ruined. My nail lady felt so bad that she gave me this like hardening gel to take home with me and use. I'm honestly like so upset. I don't think I'll ever do the Russian manicure again. I cannot believe what it did to my nails. They're so brittle and thin. Like, I couldn't even take my mouth guard out this morning because I couldn't like get... It's the worst feeling in the world. It feels like a tooth zinger, like when cold air hits your tooth. That's what I'm feeling with my hands. And I just want to warn you, I did it for 5 years. I don't know if it's because I did it for so long. Like, maybe you should be taking breaks, but...
Oh, there is literally nothing worse you could possibly do for your nails than this. Nails should never be drilled down. What she's doing with that drill is she's taking parts of the nail plate off. The nail plate is meant to be thick to protect your fingertips. And then when she lifts that cuticle off, the cuticle is meant to be tacked down to your nail to prevent bacteria, dirt, yeast from getting in and causing infections. So what she's doing is a double whammy. She's allowing all that stuff to get in addition to the dust from her drill that gets underneath the nail bed, and oh, this is going to wreak havoc on that poor person's nails.
Y'all out here getting Russian manicures. I just got one today and it was my first Russian manicure, but I show up, I got my nails filed down so thin, and mind you, I had done builder gel a couple times, and when they do it, they put one base on and then they coat on top of it. So like my nails were fully strong. So this chick files my nails down so thin, literally just pressing on the top of my nail when she was filing it hurt. When she was putting the like e-file on top of it, it was like burning. I like flinched away so many times. I'm just confused. Is this the Russian manicure process or is this them?
This isn't the cuticle. This is your proximal nail fold, which is protecting you from pathogens getting underneath your skin and causing an infection called paronychia. This is way too short and will lead to ingrown toenails. All their toes are very red and angry right now, and it isn't because it was just done, it's because they did it wrong. I keep saying it, but these Brazilian Russian manicures are not the way to go.
This is what a Russian manicure looks like before the polish has been put down. Literally cuticle who, we do not know her. The cuticle is removed to within an inch of its life. The problem is though, when this is done improperly by someone who doesn't know what they're doing, they can cause permanent scarring. You can actually lose your nail. You can lose your nail tissue. There can be bacterial infections. You don't want to mess with it. So
this is the crazy part. She starts by filing the cuticles, then she goes in with these scissors, like chops them off. It is so satisfying to watch. It also makes my nail beds look longer, but we went with a dark nude color for today, and then she goes back in and files them again.
Russian manicures are the worst thing that you can get done to your nails. I'm a board certified dermatologist. I'm going to tell you why. This is begging for an infection. The way you're pushing the cuticle back, you're removing the barrier we have to the outside world that literally is meant to prevent infection and bacteria and fungus from getting in the nail. If you didn't know this, the cuticle is not meant to be breached.
People online have been warning that these manicures can be risky, even dangerous, because the process can damage the nail bed, cause infections, or create long-term issues if it's not done properly. And here's the kicker. It's not even legal in some parts of the US.
Okay, so it seems that I may have ruffled a few feathers. I just want to clarify, I'm not coming at anybody who does Russian manicures. Unless you don't know what you're doing, then I am coming for you. Or anybody who gets Russian manicures. Like, do your thing. It was just bothering me that so many people, like, aren't even aware of, like, the laws and the rules, which it's like, why would they almost? But if you know somebody who knows what they're doing and you trust them, like, you do you. A lot of people were asking like why it's illegal, and that's pretty much why. But also the only people who can cut live skin are medical professionals or medical licensed people. You can get a nail, like a medical nail license. There's different fields of licenses. Oh my god, I sound so stupid. But you get what I'm saying.
Russian manicures, and I will tell you what I know about them. According to my state standards, every state is different. In my state, it is 100% illegal for nail techs to do Russian manicures. A Russian manicure is basically they just remove the dead cuticles on your nail, and they also remove part of the proximal nail fold, which is the skin surrounding your nail. And in my state, we are not allowed to touch living skin at all. Some people in the comments of that video have said that in other states there are different nail tech certifications that allow for Russian manicures. In my state, it's 100% no. What I think about them, I think that if that's your style, go for it. Personally, I would never, because I know how important the proximal nail fold is to preventing bacteria. And I also think with cuticle oil and proper nail care, your cuticles are fine without it.
I swear, between clients and service providers just jumping on trends, like, okay, so I'm gonna start with the client. Can y'all stop hopping on trends? Like, okay, y'all see this thing about the Russian manicure, y'all are going crazy. First of all, we're not in Russia. Second of all, that is a lot of skin that comes off. Thirdly, most states aren't allowed in the states of the United States are not even allowed to cut cuticles, let alone a Russian manicure.
So Russian manicures are not legal in every state, and it's like a trending thing right now. I just came across this lady who was talking about it because someone from the state of Texas posted about getting their Russian manicure, and those actually aren't legal in the state of Texas. So this threw me for a loop. It throws me off because apparently the reasoning is because they say that they can't properly sanitize. And we had like so much training on proper sanitation. Now, maybe, I don't know, maybe this is the difference between the fact that I went to cosmetology school, so I learned hair, skin, and nails. But like you would think that nail tech school would be, you know, unless maybe things changed. Maybe I'm just old.
Depending on where they're happening, they could technically be illegal. So while they might look absolutely flawless on TikTok and Instagram, the conversation in the nail world right now is leaning heavy on the side of caution. Are they worth the risk? Drop a comment down below. I want to know, have you ever tried a Russian manicure? Would you risk it for that clean girl look, or is it a hard pass for you?